Well, okay, I don't know. The video got cut off the last one. So anyway, um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the germination thing. So for now on, what I'm going to be able to do is see these net cups. That's what these are called. Okay, so I've been using the gravel, the river rock, and the lava rock, kind of a mixture of both, whichever fits the best. And so anyway, what I'm going to do now is I've been using for the new seeds. I use the rock wool, which are these. So you soak these in water for pH balanced water at 6.0 for 12. They say 12 to 24 hours. So I did that, and then over here you can see the germination tray. And then what happens is you put those directly in. This is going to be dark over here because this thing's a shadow. Hold this, Dave. So you'll be able to see. See, so I put them all there. And for now, what I have is these. All these in the top left corner up here are actually one's popping out. That's good. That's the spinach. The Spanish spinach. These. On the bottom, let's see. This thing's all zoomed in. On this bottom section here, those are the red cell lettuce, and then over here, this section is the basil, the lemon basil. And then up there is a few peppers and 2 peppers and 1 tomato that I had from before that my makeshift heating pad thing that burnt through the plastic. So. That's all I kept out of that because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. There's one sprout up there. That looks like a pepper. But this thing's really working good. See, now I can go directly from here into the hydro instead of digging them out of the soil or the perlite, whatever, and then I have to wash them off. Then I have to carefully put them in the cup with the rocks, and it's a real hassle. So this is really a lifesaver as far as that goes. And I still have from the past, I have these. I wrote this down. This is sweet banana peppers. So I checked on these yesterday. I got about 10 of them in there. They're doing pretty good. So I'm just going to leave them there. And I don't know if I'm going to put those in soil or if I'm going to keep doing the whole process. But what I found out was when you leave them in the paper towel, the roots will grow into the paper towel a little bit. And then it's almost impossible to get them out. So you're putting paper towel into your hydro. So that's not good. So I don't know. I might just abandon them. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'll put them in soil. Worst comes to worst. So, and then over here I have Better Boy tomatoes. I checked on these too. Make sure I don't hit any of these leaves. I put those in. I checked on those. Those are doing good. And they'll be ready in like maybe 2 days, maybe 3. So I'm happy about that. More tomatoes. And so I think that's for. I think it's still recording. Okay, I think for today, for now, that's all I've got really. But like I said, tomorrow, maybe the next day, it depends what I got going. But I'll show you all the rest of the stuff. I gotta drag them all out, and I kind of, I'm kind of hesitant to do because every time I do it, I end up finding tomatoes on the floor and stuff. Little green tomatoes. I keep on breaking stuff. So I might just climb in there with this camera. I kind of try and go over it. But the thing is, the tomatoes are really branching out. Like these ones, in a couple weeks, maybe in a few weeks, these things. They won't even be able to fit in there. They're going to be real. They're going to need this whole, maybe they might be able to put maybe 4 of them, if that. And then what happens is, the leaves, they'll start shading the other leaves. I don't know how this is going to come out because the camera keeps switching. So anyway, yeah. But what I found out with all this is, oh yeah, by the way, I think, I don't know if I already mentioned, but one tank I did one type of nutrient, another tank I did another one I did another. This one is just a trial pack that I got, I think last year. It's called Fox Farm. It's supposed to be really good, and like I said, I got a trial pack because the full pack is real expensive. But I don't know about this stuff. It's kind of organic, so it has like leaves the roots kind of brownish. So if you do have a problem with roots, it makes it hard to figure out if your roots are nice and white. If it's a root problem or something. Because like I said, it gets a brown film just from the nutrients. And this one is Dynagrow, which is really good. It's just a real clear green, and that works real good. I like that stuff. It works like every time. This one, and I was watching the YouTube, and I put in basically it's Miracle Grow with a little bit of Epsom salt. And now the thing is like what I read is that there's something about soil if you're using a certain type of if they're nitrogen. So like some nitrogen is urea based and some is another type. And the urea based nitrogen needs soil for some reason. There's something about soil and that fertilizer that makes it like actually activate or function. But this one, like I said, the far tank over there, that's why I only have a few things in there, and I'm not really concerned about that big cluster of peppers or those two other things in there. But anyway, that nutrients, I'm not really expecting a whole lot out of them. But what's strange is some of the really good gardeners, like I was watching some videos of, they've actually done test runs where they showed like the progress of all, like a series of 4 different types, and then the Miracle Grow actually worked. So we'll see. I'm kind of gonna do the same thing. Let those run and see what happens. But like I said, I got all those other ones in the dirt bin. Still, I have a second dirt bin, and I'm gonna dig those out and fill up those holes, the rest of those empty slots, and then by that time, those germinated, those things will be all germinated. So that will mean that I'll have like another one of these tubs. And luckily, Dollar General has them for $3.50, so that's very good. And then I just use the same pump. These pumps are only like this. There's 2 of them. These pumps are only 7 watts. So, and it has 2 outlets. So that's 14 watts. I can run 4 of these tanks. So I'm gonna do that. And yeah, so that's gonna be it. So I think next week, we'll have all the rest of them going. And then, like I said, I'm going to put the catnip and the cat grass in that big long tray. And I'll probably do it with the other one too. Just leave those in the soil. Because then the rest of them, when the new things start popping up as I germinate stuff, I'm going to keep on using these tanks. And then I was looking around to figure out what I'm going to do in the future when they start getting big, because you have to keep everything uniform. See, what I'm finding out is uniformity is really the key. And the problem is what I already started with, especially in the beginning. I had that cutting and that tomato plant. Then I had those other tomato plants, and then I had the peppers, and then I had the little lettuce. See, some of those are in a 5-gallon bucket. Some of those are in a bigger tray like this, but it's basically this kind of tray. It's rectangular, but it's 10 gallons, I think. And those are bigger. And what happens is when you try and like make room for them, you can't really calculate how much space, or you can't organize them very well. So I'm going to keep on going with these tanks while they're young, and then I can like mark on the lid how much, what strength and nutrients stuff they are. And then when they start maturing, I was looking around. I've kind of settled on using the garage. And like in that other video, I had that flood and drain. Actually, I have it over there. I got that thing. The glue or the marine epoxy is drying on the tubes. It'll be ready in the morning. I'm gonna just use those. All right, so I'm gonna use those, and then I'll be able to use like 1 or 2 pumps, which I have, and that will pump the water into those, and I'm gonna set those up with. I'm gonna make PVC stands, put them in the garage, because I already have like the 2 shop lights in there. I can use one and just leave it on, but I'm gonna really clean the garage, try to get it as sanitary as I can, and they'll be right in the center of the garage. So that way, if something does leak or there's a problem, I'm not going to have, you know, 30 gallons of water or whatever, 20 gallons of water like flood into the house because that's no fun. But anyway, we love you. I'll talk to you later and take care.